Greetings everyone, this is the Peace Security channel, and today I'll be taking a look at a security product from India called Quick Heal Internet Security. Now, I did test this a long time back and it didn't do that great, but I've heard that this thing has improved a lot and everything's changed. This is their 2014 version and I'm anxious to see how good this actually is. So, first of all, let's take a look at the features a little bit, because we're not that familiar with this product. So basically over here it says files and folder protection, and then we have email protection, internet and network protection. So basically the way this works is they have some signatures, that is their virus protection. They have the advanced DNA scan, which is some kind of advanced heuristic. And then they also have some kind of behavior blocker. In fact, this is probably a little bit of both. I think this is their behavior detection system, and here you can actually set the frequency of alerts, or basically if you want your behavior blocker to be moderate, high, or low on security, it's set at moderate on default, so that's the way I'll leave it. And it does submit suspicious files, so that should help them improve too. And what else do they have here? Block suspiciously packed files. I'm sure the English here could be a little bit better. And then they have this automatic rogueware scan, which is supposed to protect you against fake AVs and all kinds of junk like that, ransomware that tries to take over the screen or just take control away from you. So they have a separate module for that. And apart from that, they have firewall, browser protection, malware protection. What is interesting about this is they have a separate utility called Quick Heal Anti-malware, and this can do a separate quick scan to find different types of zero-day threats that are not caught by their signatures. So you can say in some way, well, basically the way they say it is, let's take a look here. They say, anti-malware scans for unwanted software like spyware, adware, rogueware, dialer, keylogger, riskware. Well, this pretty much sums up everything there is to malware, so I don't see why these things won't be caught by the signatures. I'm pretty sure they will, but this is kind of like a separate, more aggressive scan to detect zero-day malware. That is how I see this thing. But anyway, I'm sure we'll get more clarifications during the test. This is more a scan for suspicious zero-day threats. But we'll see how that works out. I'll do a scan in between, and if it misses anything, that is. And that's basically it. They have parental control, external devices, security, I don't know what this does. Just basically auto-run protects your USB thumb drives, and you can scan your external drives if you want. I'm never a big fan of these separate modules for these things because they should all be taken care of in the real-time protection module. But anyway, their user interface, it's okay. I like it, but I don't like the color scheme. The layout is okay, but it looks a little bit dated to me. Maybe they could improve the color scheme a little bit, but it's nothing really to worry about. It's a pretty decent looking product. Not too many concerns there. And another nice thing they have is they have a secure browse module, in which you're basically going to be able to browse the net securely, and I'm guessing a sandbox browser. However, we'll have to restart to go into that, so I'm not going to use that because most products don't use, most people don't use sandbox browsers when they're doing their everyday job. So, and I never really sandbox browsers when I test products. Even when I test Komodo or something like that, I never put the browser in the sandbox. So basically I'm not going to do any of that. I'm going to do all the tests with the default browser. However, let's see what kind of resource usage we have here. Let's see. So their online protection takes just about 5 megabytes, and this is a lot of RAM usage from their scanner. So it seems like it's pretty heavy on the RAM, around I don't know, 170, 180 megabytes. 170, I guess, and that's pretty high, even for a total security suite. This is the internet security, and I haven't really noticed too much of a system slowdown, but I guess there is a bit, and when it's scanning and doing stuff, I'm sure the system's going to start slowing down. So the resource usage isn't ideal. However, it's not too much of a concern for me these days because people have really fast computers. So I'm not gonna just you know keep complaining about the resource usage throughout the video. I think nowadays these kind of things are a little bit acceptable because most people have a lot of RAM on their computers. Still, it didn't slow down the system too much. It's not significant enough to complain about, just the high RAM usage. So let's go ahead and get started with our prevention test. So I've got some really good links here. I've got how many? 9, I guess. 8 or 9. And let's get started and see if Quick Heal can protect us. But before that, I'll just run the update once more, because I don't want to be lagging behind in terms of signatures. Now, the interesting thing here again is that they don't have a clear update button here, and I kind of don't like the update user interface. I mean, this looks really old. But anyway, these are very minor concerns. They could easily just make it much better in the next version. So it's just that it doesn't look that visually appealing, but that's no big deal. So I'll be back when this is done. Alright, so we're completely up to date. Now, Quick Heal is one of the major anti-malware companies in India, so it'll be interesting to see how it performs against these fairly new threats. Whoops, I just forgot to disable my security on the host machine. Just hold on. We're good to go, so let's get started with the link test. This is our first link. And let's go ahead and try to run it. No alert from Quick Heal. The program ran just fine. Not too impressed with that. Here goes the second. It's taking a while to load. I think this is going to redirect somewhere, and this one was caught. File successfully repaired. So we shouldn't be able to run it? No. So that thing dropped a file, and that was caught. This one should bring us to an executable. Here we go, go.exe. I definitely want to go somewhere, so I'm going to download this. And let's try running it. And once again, no alert from Quick Heal so far. This is pretty disappointing. I mean, I was expecting it to straightforward block at least the first 3 threats or something. And as you can see, we've definitely got some malware running here, and it's fairly active, so I'm not impressed. This is not going so well for Quick Heal. This is another adware. Oh, no, don't do this to me. This happened last time too. Nowadays, adware has become so choosy, you have to meet some system requirements to install that. Okay, I guess this is the same link I tried in the last video. How did I get that? So let's just get rid of that and go to the next link, which is probably much better malware that is going to be happy to infect the system. I mean, stop complaining. You're getting a system, you know, pretty good system to infect. I don't know why they're complaining. This is a zip file. So it wasn't blocked, but let's see if the file is blocked when I try to extract it. No. Extracts just fine and runs just fine too. Uh-oh, this spells trouble for Quick Heal. I'm seeing way too many files being missed here, and it is definitely up to date. And now it says there's suspicious entries in my quarantine folder, and it wants me to submit them, so I'll do that. I have no problems with submitting the files, but well, so far it has been far from good. It's been pretty bad actually. It's missed pretty much everything apart from one file. And I know a lot of AFIs that would block all of these files. Straightforward, all of them. So this is not going too well. Let's see if that blocks this control panel item. No. Quick Heal says these are all legit. Let's run it. It looks really good to me. Yeah, great. Something happened. And it was completely automatic, whatever happened, so I'm really happy. Great. Now this is going to take us to some fake website, which is probably a fake Flash website if I'm right. Yeah, there you go. Warning, your Flash player might be out of date. And as you can see, this looks pretty legit. Some people wouldn't be able to distinguish between this and the actual Flash website, but as you can see, this is at a different host. But meanwhile, we've got a warning from DNA Scan, which is their behavior monitoring, so that is good. So they found a suspicious file and quarantined it, so that control panel item did indeed get blocked. Which is finally some good news for Quick Heal, because I doubted if it blocked anything. So now it's blocked 2 files, I believe. Let's go ahead and run this one. Let's go ahead and delete all these files if we can. Okay, this one can be deleted because it's active, I guess, so we'll just leave it on our desktop looking very pretty. So that's it. I'm going to try to well, let's just continue with the test, because I'm pretty sure it's infected. I don't need verification for that. We'll see towards the end how bad these infections turn out to be. So what I'm going to do now is I'll disable their virus protection for an hour. That should be long enough. And let's grab our samples and see what kind of detection ratio they can manage, because their signatures were definitely not good from what I saw. I mean, some of these files have detection ratio of over 25 to 30 in VirusToll, so any half-decent signature engine should catch them. At least some of them. I mean, it should have caught at least 4 or 5 with its signatures, but it just blocked like 1, and 1 more was blocked by the behavior blocking, so you can guess what kind of result that means. But we've got 517 items here. These are fairly new. Some of them are from today, some from yesterday. So let's see what kind of detection ratio it can manage on these samples. And also we'll take a look at their scan speeds, which seems a little bit on the slow side so far. But I guess it's also repairing them, so, which is basically quarantine, I guess. So it's not too bad, the scan speed, considering that it's detecting and removing the threats at the same time. But anyway, I'll pause the video and I'll be back when this whole process is done. Well, so here's some great news. Quick Heal was scanning and the computer got rebooted automatically, thanks to all the malware we had on the system. So yeah, you know where this review is going. Anyway, let's see if I can resume the scan. So I'm going to try to do another right-click scan here. And hopefully that is going to work. Not even sure. Alright, so I've been disconnected. Okay, no. We're back online. But for some reason that thing popped up. And something wants to run. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. So let me do one more scan and let's hope for the best. Let's hope this review doesn't get cut short by all the malware running around. For some reason the Quick Heal interface isn't loading over here. The tray icon, okay, it's back. That's good to see. So at least it's alive till now. It hasn't given up. But the system's not doing too well. Anyway, the scan's still running, and that's the important thing. So let's see if we can get the detection ratio calculated. Alright, so the scan was pretty interesting. It says it repaired 130 files, quarantined just one, and deleted none of them. But looking at the speed of the repair, I seriously doubt if it did anything like disinfect or clean or something like that. I think it's just deleting with a backup copy or something like that, and or maybe just saving it with a different extension, and they call it repair. Because I would be really surprised if they could do disinfection at this speed. So I don't think they did a disinfect. We'll see if the number of files are unchanged, because according to it, there should be only one file missing in the folder, but that's definitely not the case. So as you can see, we've got 249 items, so definitely there was no disinfection. It was just the files were removed, and I guess that's what Quick Heal calls repair. So let's just quickly calculate the detection ratio. 517 to start with, and we're left with 249. So that is 51.8% detection. In the realms of horrible, terrible, appalling, any other words you can think of. So, meanwhile, let's just, well, it says our system is secure already, so great. So what I'm going to do is try run some of these files, and then I'll launch their anti-malware and do a scan, and then we'll see how badly infected the system is. Okay, some of these are not gonna work. I have oh no. I spoke too soon. One of them definitely worked. And possible new threat detected by advanced behavior-based detection. That's good. I'm gonna block it. And it also blocked something else that was trying to be downloaded. That's good. But as you can see, most of these are still going to work, so it's definitely not disinfecting files. And as you can see, everything it says file successfully repaired, and I don't think it's disinfecting everything. So I don't know why they have separate delete and repair. I'd like to know what exactly the repair mechanism does. Here's a behavior blocker alert, so that is good to see. Their behavior blocker does function. I wasn't expecting that, honestly, because after seeing their signatures, I thought their behavior blocker would be completely useless, but it seems to pop up on some of these threads at least. When I tested it the last time, it was really terrible. Managed only a 30% detection or something. I don't remember, maybe 35, 40, I don't remember. But it was pretty bad. And the system's getting really slow now, and it's getting really difficult to even run these files anymore because the malware's just jumping around and having fun, and Quick Heal is just sleeping. I mean, it did alert me for like a couple of files, but that is far from adequate. And if we see here, oh my god, look at all this malware, and this one's just chewing at my CPU. Look at that. It's taking almost the entire CPU for itself. It's really selfish, this malware. You've got so many other friends running around. Why don't you share it with them? I mean, I'm sure they've got some really interesting stuff to show us as well. But this guy is adamant. He's saying he's going to take all the CPU to himself. Fair enough. We'll continue. And at this point, I mean, even running these files is a pain. Oh no. I mean, this is almost as bad as what would happen with an unprotected system. Now, given the fact that Windows 8 comes with Windows Defender, which has pretty decent protection, I don't really see much of a point of people buying security suites like this. I mean, really, I'm so disappointed at this point. There's really not much I can say in defense of Quick Heal. I don't know what people are doing supporting products like this. I mean, come on, this PC is already a wreck and we haven't even run like, what, 10% of the files it left. And this is not my first test. I do tests almost every day these days, and no product I've seen, no popular product fails this badly. I mean, this is even worse than any free product I've tested. Any well-known free product, that is. I mean, why don't people just go ahead and grab a free product before using something like this? I mean, I can imagine people using this if every antivirus was paid and maybe this was cheaper or something like that, but you've got free AVs that do a much better job than this. So I really don't see any point why anybody on Earth would want to buy Quick Heal. Well, I would like to change their name a little bit, you know. Why not call it Quick Infect? Because as you can see, this system is getting infected real quick, without any delay. I mean, some anti-malware programs would try to block, you know, all that. Quick Heal doesn't do that. It just lets the malware infect the system very, very quickly. So, Quick Infect, that's what I'll be calling it. I mean, I really don't want to you know, make anybody feel bad or something like that. I'm sure the developers put in a lot of work into this, but it's just not up to the mark, really. Not to be sold. Definitely not to be sold. I mean, what is it doing sitting here while all this malware is running just fine and having fun on the system? So the battle between the AV and malware is over at this point. The malware has won, and it's a decisive victory too. So I'm pretty disappointed because I hate it when I see malware winning so easily. But finally, a ray of hope. Another quick heal warning. I'm gonna block this. So one more file blocked, but these are just drops in the ocean really. And most of the time I'm seeing the malware is able to run just fine. I do get alerts every once in a while, but it doesn't really protect the system. I mean, it's blocking like one file after I run 10 successfully, so that doesn't really do it, does it? I think it was let down by its poor signatures. Maybe they should think about maybe borrowing an anti-malware engine, maybe buying one, I don't know. Because their own engine is definitely not good enough. But anyway, I'll stop the test here, and I'll reboot the system, try to delete whatever samples I can, and then I'll just run CCleaner, and then we'll do the post-mortem of this system, because this is a dead system at this point. Hitman Pro is done, Malwarebytes is still scanning, but let's take a look at the results. All of these are active threats, all of them are running. We've got Trojan, Trojan, Trojan. This is suspicious, but I'm pretty sure this is an infection as well. Go.exe, yeah? So, well, I can't even think of one part of the test where it did well. As you can see, Malwarebytes has already detected spyware passwords, spyware zbot, dorkbot, spyware password, files processed, plenty of infections. And the results, I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg, trust me. I mean, it could have been much worse with the protection that Quick Heal offered. Because we didn't even do the behavior blocker test, the separate behavior blocker test, and this is what we're looking at. So, well, what can I say about Quick Heal? Well, to put it as politely as possible, I really don't know what they're doing over here, because, you know, I cannot imagine. I mean, this is just like highway robbery, because you're actually paying them to reduce the security of your system, especially with Windows 8. Because if you're going to install this, it's going to disable Windows Defender. And Windows Defender is way better than this. So you're actually paying them to reduce your own protection. And this is something that I find really objectionable, and I do not think, of course they have a right to sell whatever they like, but this is not something that anybody should purchase in any case. I mean, supporting them is almost a sin for me. So, you know, and this is a fairly popular product in India, and you know, I really feel sorry for all those people who have purchased this and are paying them yearly for protection like this. I mean, I'm really sorry for them, and if you're one of those people, please just stop it. just remove this. I'm sure they have an uninstall feature somewhere. Just remove it straight away. Use Microsoft Security Essentials, use Windows Defender, use AVG, use Avast, use anything, right? Any free AV will give you a better result than this. Because this thing's signatures, I mean, in every part of the test, there is nothing I can say to justify, this program's existence. It failed in the link test. It only blocked one file and one more file with its zero-day capabilities. And in the detection test, the detection was horrible, just 51% or something like that. I mean, that is way less than what AVG or Avast could manage in their free products. Even Avira, I mean, Avira has an excellent detection ratio, although it doesn't have a zero-day component. But why would you use something like this? It is payware, and it detects only 51%. And okay, forget about the detection ratio, and then we start running the files, and what happens? It blocks a few. In fact, that was the best part of the review, I would say, for Quick Heal, because it did block a few files there to do it justice. I mean, it did block something, but I mean, it was still horrible, and a lot of files were getting through, and if not for that malware that was chewing up the CPU and not allowing me to run other files as well, I mean, if not for that noble-hearted malware, which pretty much reduced the number of infections, I'm sure there would have been plenty more. So I just do not find any reason why you would purchase this. And as you can see, they eat up a ton of RAM, so you're basically just paying them, and what you're getting after installing this product is much worse than what you had before. And you can just use all these free products that have a much lighter footprint, so I really see no logic. It's just absolutely stupid to use this product, period. There is no better way to say it. So, to all Indians out there especially, please stop using this product. There are better products, I'm sure, and I mean, I tested K7 in the past, that was also from India, and that did much better than this. I mean, I really do not know how this product manages to survive in the industry. It is just an embarrassment to the industry for me, because it's offering less protection than the base level that is available to all users, and I cannot see, I mean, it's almost like, I mean, they're almost making the internet less secure with their product, because people using this are getting less protection than what Windows provides you on default. So there's absolutely no explanation I can accept for that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna stop ranting here, because I don't want to get a lot of hate. I'm sure, some fans are gonna kill me for what I've said already, but there's just no better way to say it. I mean, I would like to be more happy about this product, but I mean, it didn't look so bad. When I looked at it at the start, I thought it may do decent, but it was far from that. So they haven't improved at all since the last time I tested them. And it's still an absolutely unusable product, and it just has no right to take your money. So, hope you guys enjoyed this review. It was pretty good because the malware made it interesting. We've got stuff playing around. I'm sure they enjoyed it. It's good to see malware win once in a while. Otherwise, why would you need Malwarebytes and Hitman Pro if they just protected you from everything? So, it's good to see that, but as far as this product goes, it's dismal. Stay away from it as far away as you can. I would just, maintain a minimum distance of 100 meters. I don't know what's the minimum for you, but this product is as dangerous as malware is for me. So, have a nice day. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. I mean, some people enjoy watching AVs fall apart, so I'm sure I entertain those people. But anyway, I'll be talking to you guys again in the next Peace Security Channel show. Stay informed, stay secure, and stay away from Quick Heal, or Quick Infect rather. So thank you, comment, rate, and subscribe. See you guys later.